What's up everyone, and welcome to Gwen Skin, the channel that's powered by ingredients and skincare and where we get to the naked truth of what those ingredients do. Skincare is not a one-size-fits-all approach. There are different skin types and there's honestly so many skincare products out there that it honestly feels so confusing. Where do I start? How do I navigate? Is there a chance? Do I even like skincare? Do I even need skincare? First off, yes, everybody needs skincare. If you're somebody with a more oily skin type like myself, then you know that it can be a little bit challenging to find the right skincare that won't make your skin look more greasy than it already feels that it is. Well, luckily we can all start in the drugstore aisles, but it does take some information to know what is the best kind for a certain skin type. So today I want to focus on oily skin types and skincare for oily skin types under 15 bucks. So let's get into it. Before we fully hop into this, there are a couple things I do want to disclose with you guys. My name is Guinevere, and I am a licensed esthetician in California. Here's what you don't know about oily skin. Oily skin produces oil in order to protect itself from the amount of moisture that it is losing throughout the day. Now, realistically, we are losing about 300 to 400 milliliters of water per day. This may not be something that you truly realize, but your skin actually realizes this instantly, to the point where it starts to produce oil almost immediately as soon as it feels that it's lost a teeny bit of moisture. So when your skin is overproducing oil, what's really happening is your skin is defending itself against dehydration. Which means what exactly? Well, this actually means that your skin should be treated a little bit more like it's dry. And I mean that in the way that you should be using ingredients and products that are more hydrating for your skin, so your skin isn't overproducing oil and creating more of a mess for you to deal with. When choosing skincare for those with more oily skin types, it's important to look for ingredients that are going to break down oil, protect the skin's overall integrity, and also keep the skin properly hydrated so that the skin isn't overproducing oil. First step in almost any skincare routine should be to wash your face. When it comes to looking for cleansers for those with more oily skin types, oddly enough, bear with me here, oddly enough, what you first should use to clear off your oil is an oil cleanser. So the reason why I say that is because there's an old saying that goes, oil and water don't mix. Which is true. If you've ever tried to cook with water and then add in some oil, it doesn't mix. It just stays in that little pool all by itself. So what exactly does this mean? Well, it means that oil breaks up oil better than water can by itself. The first cleanser that I'm going to professionally recommend to you is going to be the Derma E Universal Cleansing Balm. The key ingredients that make this cleansing balm so worth it are going to be retinol, vitamin E, and rose oil. Rose oil hydrates the skin and has high concentrations of essential fatty acids to keep the skin strong. Retinol normalizes cell turnover, which increases the production of collagen in the skin, reduces dark spots, and can reduce acne. Vitamin E heals the skin and also hydrates the skin. To be clear, the Universal Cleansing Balm is an oil cleanser that should be used once a day or once every other day to break down oil and remove makeup. This is not a cleanser that you should be using to replace your everyday cleanser. Shut up and sit down. For a daily cleanser for those with more oily skin types, my professional recommendation is going to be CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. The key ingredients that make this cleanser so worth the buck are going to be glycerin, niacinamide, 3 different ceramides, and sodium lauryl lactate. Glycerin is a humectant that stores and fuels the skin cells with water. Niacinamide is a vitamin B3 that can increase the levels of fatty acids and ceramides in the skin. Ceramides limit the amount of water loss per day and prevent harmful substances from entering the skin and causing damage to the skin's biology. Sodium lauryl lactate is a lactic acid derivative that increases cell turnover but keeps the skin hydrated. Toners, man. Toners are widely misconceived. Everybody knows that they should have a toner, but I don't think that everybody understands why they should have a toner. Most people believe that a toner is just supposed to, I guess, cleanse the skin after you've already cleansed the skin, which is half true. So the main purpose of a toner is to clear out any impurities that the cleanser was not able to get, and also improve the penetration rate of your other products. Now, to be fair, I am slightly biased when it comes to toners, and that's because I have a personal fave, and it just so happens to be a drugstore brand, whatever. So my professional recommendation for a great toner is going to be the Heritage Store Rose Water Toner. The key ingredients that make this toner so great are going to be aloe, glycerin, rose, and 2 different types of hyaluronic acid. Glycerin is a humectant that fuels and stores the skin cells with water. Aloe is an anti-inflammatory and an antibacterial that soothes and softens the skin. Rose hydrates the skin and improves collagen production. And the 2 different types of hyaluronic acid are going to be sodium PCA, which is able to hold up to 250 times its weight in water, and sodium hyaluronate, which is a humectant that is able to hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water.
Shut up and sit down.
Serums are literally my favorite part of skincare. I love putting on serums and I love the effects that I actually get from serums. So yeah, I guess you could say I love some serums. So when it comes to serums for people with oily skin, it's important to look for serums that are going to mainly protect the overall integrity of the skin. So you can use serums that are mainly humectants that are going to bind water to the skin to keep your skin hydrated. But at the same time, with the other 3 products that I had mentioned, you're getting a good amount of hydration already with that, so you don't really want to overdo that. My professional recommendation for a great serum under 15 bucks is going to be the Art Naturals Vitamin C Serum. The key ingredients that put this serum on boss status for me are going to be aloe, vitamin C, vitamin E, and sodium hyaluronate. Aloe is an antibacterial and anti-inflammatory that soothes the skin as well as softens the skin. Vitamin C, which is labeled as ascorbic acid, is a powerful antioxidant that has the ability to brighten the skin as well as reduce dark spots. Sodium hyaluronate is a derivative of hyaluronic acid and a humectant that can hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water. And vitamin E heals the skin and hydrates the skin. Alright, so here we go with the moisturizers. From my understanding from meeting so many different oily people as well as my own experience as a teenager, I was somebody as a teenager who didn't bother to wear moisturizer. And that's because I felt like even if I did put on a moisturizer, my skin would still look like a grease ball. So why would I bother? But at the same time, when I grew up and when I started to learn certain things, I found out that me not using a moisturizer was actually damaging my skin and putting my skin on the fence of, are we gonna produce oil today or are we just gonna crack up and die today? So my professional recommendation for a moisturizer for those with more oily skin types is going to be Simple Replenishing Rich Facial Moisturizer. The key ingredients that make this moisturizer so worth it are going to be glycerin, 2 different forms of lactic acid, allantoin, and urea. Glycerin is a humectant that stores and fuels the skin cells with water. Urea hydrates the skin and is an anti-inflammatory. Allantoin is an antibacterial and an anti-inflammatory that can kill off certain acne-forming bacteria in the skin. And the 2 different types of lactic acid are going to be lactic acid and sodium lauryl lactate. Lactic acids increase cell turnover while hydrating the skin. Sunscreen is one of the most important parts of any skincare regimen, but especially an oily skincare regimen. Why is that, you say? Well, the reason why is because sunscreen protects your skin from, you guessed it, the sun. And the sun has the ability to not only burn your skin, but also cause damage to your skin's DNA, which could result in skin cancer. My professional recommendation for a great sunscreen is going to be the Bare Republic Mineral Sunscreen SPF 30. Key ingredients that make this sunscreen worth your dollar are going to be zinc oxide, titanium dioxide, shea, and glycerin. Zinc oxide and titanium dioxide are minerals that naturally occur in the earth. Shea helps to hydrate the skin while you're wearing the sunscreen, and glycerin, which we've already talked about at least 2 or 3 times already, whatever. Glycerin helps to fuel and store the skin cells with water. This one is optional, but at the same time, because it's done so well for me, I'm still gonna recommend it to my oily peeps out there. So the last step of an oily skincare routine should be oil. I know, weird, right? Why would you even add oil? Well, again, you want to kind of add oil so that your skin is more hydrated, so that your skin isn't overproducing oil. Now, there's plenty of oils out there and not all of them act the same and not all of them are non-comedogenic. Which means that when you're choosing an oil, you want to get an oil that's light enough for the skin, but will also mimic your skin's natural oil so that your skin isn't tricking itself into thinking that it's dehydrated and creating more oil. My professional recommendation for a topical oil is going to be the Ordinary Rosehip Seed Oil. The key ingredient that makes this oil so worth it is rose. Pretty refreshing, right? Just one simple ingredient. Rose has the ability to hydrate the skin, brighten the skin, and protect the skin by providing essential fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins to the skin. If you are somebody who has an oilier skin type and you do need further assistance, please let me know. Leave a comment, as that is exactly why I created this channel. I just want to help anybody and everybody who wants better advice on their skincare. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, as I am constantly talking about skincare and different ingredients to the point where it's like, do I even speak English anymore? Or do I just speak skincare? Be sure to check my description box, as I will be leaving a list of all the products I had just listed off, as well as their price points. Be sure to like and subscribe so that we can keep learning about our skin and different ingredients together. FYI, I am on TikTok, but I pretty much just mess around on there. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you took some of this valuable information to heart with you, and now when you're shopping for a skincare product on your own, you know what to look for and you know what to look within a product for your oily skin. Until next time, I will see you in the fab lane.